can't, can everybody hear me? Yeah, good. So you should be, hopefully, passing around our order process training sheet. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully you are all familiar with one of these. Can you tell me what this is?
Order form.
Lovely. Right. How many copies are on this book? 3. Lovely. It's
150.
So, so you've got 3 copies, all right? So you should have those in every department. Are you all familiar with where to find them? Yeah? Okay. Has everybody got a bit of paper now? We're getting there? Lovely. Right, so custom orders. Custom orders are a huge part of our business and become more and more significant as we head into peak trading. Please make sure you follow this process when taking orders to avoid confusion and unhappy customers. So taking a customer order. Customer order pads can be found in all key departments, including the chocolate counter, deli, butchery and tills. Ensure that your 3 copy pages are separated from the rest of the pad using the attached cardboard and fill in all sections, including as much detail as possible. It is vital that the form is completed neatly and information is legible, especially customer name and contact telephone and email. We rely on this information if there are any problems that must be clear. So why do you think it's important to have clearly written contact details? Anybody? Yeah, exactly. So if we're unsure or if we promise something we then can't deliver, which hopefully won't be the case, we can then contact the customer to avoid disappointment later down the line. Remember that all weighed items such as cheese, beef, need to be an approximate weight, therefore we can only give an approximate price on ordering. So obviously turkeys as well, we need to make sure that we're giving people honest and realistic price amounts, so we can't guarantee an exact price on things that are weighed. To avoid disappointment, it is important that all customers are made aware of this when they first place their order. The top lightest green copy should be given to the team leader of the appropriate department. They will put it in the department-specific customer order folder. If the order crosses over more than one department, photocopy this page and give a copy to each department involved. The second yellow-green copy goes to the customer, and the third and final dark green copy should be filled into the master file in the cubby hole under the relevant collection date. If customers would like their order to be delivered, we can offer this service. For UK deliveries, it's £9.95. You use the postage and packaging button on the till for any till users. You'll need to charge this for every delivery address. So, for example, 3 hampers going to 3 different addresses on one order is 3 postage and packaging charges. 3 hampers all being delivered to the same address will be 1 postage and package charge. Please note that to arrange next day delivery, we must have items booked in on the courier before 12 noon. So we have to have the order ready for the courier to collect by 12 o'clock to actually guarantee it arrives with the customer the next day.
12:01's a no-go team.
11:59 is also a no-go.
Yeah.
For bulky items such as garden furniture, we can offer local deliveries. Please refer to the bulky items delivery zones, which you can see a very small version of. You can't actually read that particularly well, but it should be up in the various departments and the cubby hole.
And if you're really stuck, then come and ask somebody who can find it to help you on that one.
Yeah, just get back to customers.
Never too much to ask, no matter how busy someone looks.
International deliveries are also possible. Make sure you get a full delivery address from the customer, including postcode, and we need to contact the courier company for a quote, so you need to get back to them. Alright? So, on the back, I've done top 5 things to remember. So these are the really important things to remember from this. Always take your time when taking a customer order. So if you rush or you look rushed, you rush the customer, you won't then take all the details that you need. So make sure you stop and take your time to write things down. It also needs to be really clear so that we can read it. So stop, get somewhere you can write it down, listen to the customer and take your time. Ask questions. So customer orders, I want a gammon, is it cooked, is it uncooked, is it smoked, is it unsmoked? Don't be frightened to ask the customer questions, because we're much better off asking then and getting it right than them coming in and we've got it wrong.
Yeah,
Alright?
there's never such a thing as too much information. The more you get, the easier it's going to be. The less likely you'll have to make an awkward phone call, tell them anything through their Christmas. It's not a good feeling.
So one of the most important things is obviously remember to be helpful and enthusiastic. It's Christmas, people are getting excited, they're placing orders, it's really important, they're having family meals, etc. So remember to get excited with them. It's also a key opportunity to sell to them, so we've got to make sure we make the most of that. If they're presenting themselves to you saying, I want to order something, we can say to them, right, you're ordering a turkey, can we get you your veg sorted out, did you need gravy, all of that kind of stuff. So make sure that you're offering that service, trying to maximise the opportunity if they're coming to you. Close the process. So it's a busy time, you'll be trying to do 10 things at once most of the time. You might be caught at till and ask for an order, you need to make sure that you close the process. So it's all very well starting it, but you need to make sure that we actually end it as well. So don't leave order pads half filled in, don't leave one copy somewhere on your way to something else. It's really easy to do that. So it's really, really important that you stop and take the time to actually put it in the relevant places. If you need to photocopy it, the different departments, make sure you do it in a timely manner. Payment. So does anybody know, you will all repeat this now, so I can't say that. There's often confusion, so we don't generally take deposits for Christmas orders. So it is payment on collection of their order. So just be really clear about that. If it's being sent, then obviously we do need to take payment before it's shipped. We will call them, take details once we've got the order on the tip, and do it that way. So is everybody clear on payment? Yeah?
If somebody comes in and they've ordered online, have they paid? Should you let them walk out with their order? No, Marcel, correct. Why is that, Tim?
There's payment right now.
Because until we know what the weight is, we can't charge the right price. So it's all going to get saying we're going to give it 7.5. If it's 7.8, we're going to lose out there. So we don't take payment. Your best bet is either to check with Ollivander or someone in the top office to see if some payment has been taken at the back of the house, which we might be able to do. Or, as Abby said, sometimes it might be a case that we have to come down to the tills and do it that way. But you shouldn't ever release one. And if you're handed over an order, particularly for you guys, Andy, on the butchery, and people say, oh, I've paid online, you need to remind them that they probably haven't.
A lot of the time they will be asked for card details online. That is just a security measure, so they won't actually be in charge. So a lot of the time that causes confusion with the customer. So they say, well, I've entered my card details. We do that as a deposit system to hold their card details. We don't actually put the payment through. So because of the weights, we can't do that. All right? So that is the order process.